Today, I'm going to be giving you the secret formula to giveaways that prints money for your home service business. And we have a good agenda for today. We're going to be going through the giveaway math that wins every single time, and I'm going to be breaking this down for you. Selecting what to give away. So we have a giveaway for 20. We're going to give a handout 24 they'd feel dumb not to enter giveaway ideas. We're going to do a 21-step giveaway playbook, and I'm going to walk you through every single step. I'm going to give you a checklist of exactly what you need to do to launch your own giveaway. We're going to talk about double leads hack, the secret sauce after everyone enters, structuring your offer to non-winners. Then we have a 14 offers every home service business needs, which is going to be your structure to non-winners, the best time to deploy your giveaway, and then the shoulder season giveaway that guarantees 20% growth. So action-packed lineup here for you. Let me make sure, I'm pretty sure that y'all can see me, so this is perfect. Okay. So how do I know about this stuff? In 2015, I started blogging and I got into the trades in 2018. And now I run a digital marketing company for home service businesses, and we test things. Like, I'm going to give you some real examples of giveaways that we've run on these home service businesses. We've generated over $47 million in revenue for our clients, and giveaways have resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I know that they work, and I know the formula to do them. So we're going to get right into it. Here's some of the recent giveaways that we've done for businesses. We did an HVAC company. We did an oldest HVAC contest. So their target cost per lead or cost per entry was $250. And they needed to get 28 leads coming in for this contest. And they were giving away a $7,000 new system. So they generated 30 replacement leads for $7,000 at a cost per lead of $233 a lead. So they sold 3 systems from those 30 replacements, 10%, and generated $28,000 for a 4x return on ad spend. They only converted 10% of these, which lots of opportunity here that we're going to talk about. They didn't run the full playbook, but they got to the point of actually producing a really good contest that got good leads. This company, they did a home show. This is a remodeling company. They did a home show, and their goal was to get $450 leads. And they needed to get 11 leads because they were giving away $5,000 worth of services. So like a design package that they were giving away. And they ended up getting 37 leads for and they gave away $5,000. So that was a $135 cost per lead, which is a home run. And they ended up selling a $60,000 job off of this for a 12x return on ad spend. So I know that it works. The giveaway math that wins every single time. Before I get to this math, I want everyone, if you're running ads for your business, I want you to think of ad spend as what you could give away. So imagine this. Instead of spending $5,000 on Google ads to pray to the Google gods and get cold leads to come into your business, you gave away something for $5,000 and each entry into the giveaway was a lead. This is the shift. Ads, you get people that are looking for your stuff. Giveaways, you get people that are warm leads that want you to call them that also need your stuff. What I found with home service is that a good cost per lead or cost per entry in general is $100 to $500 for home services. So if you're doing HVAC service, you should be spending anywhere from $100 to $500 for a lead, depending is it a repair lead or a replacement lead. But having a number to know what your cost per lead is very important. And how can you figure this out? Let's say you spent $1,000 on ads or on a giveaway and you got 10 leads or 10 entries. You just make sure you're still here. Okay. Then you can see that this number, I spent $1,000 and I got 10 leads. So that tells me that my cost per lead is $100. That's how you want to figure this out. Now, what is a good cost per lead? People ask us this all the time. Okay, well, $100 to $500. I would recommend 5 to 10% of your average ticket. If your average ticket is $1,000, spend $50 to $100 a lead. Even a little bit more than that is okay. These are some basic numbers for setting this up. Now, how should you figure out the giveaway math? Let's say that your cost per lead that you want is $150. Then you need 20 entries to win, to enter, and you're going to give away $3,000. So you want to take your cost per lead times 20. That will give you the value of what you need to give away. The reason I picked 20 is because literally anyone with a heartbeat or a pulse can get 20 people to enter into their giveaway. So you know that you're going to get 20 leads at $150, so you need to give away something worth $3,000, and you're basically working backwards from $3,000 in ads to get 20 leads for a cost per lead of $150. You're just switching it onto the other side. Now, if you set a goal of 60 leads and you land on 30 leads, well, this is going to be a win. And there's no way that you can't get 60 entries into a giveaway if you follow the playbook that we have outlined. This is the math that works every single time, that flips whatever you're spending on ad spend into actual giveaways and generates leads. We're going to talk about this specifically more later on in this, but I just want to hit this part home. In the shoulder season, there is no demand. So what that means is that your cost per lead is very high if you're going to be spending ads or trying to get leads coming into your business. This right here creates demand for your business and gives you good cost per leads, which is why it's so important in shoulder season to run these. And we're going to talk about that a little bit down the line. So in this example, this HVAC contractor that did the oldest HVAC contest, they were literally spending $7,000 on Google for replacement leads. They were trying to get replacement leads for HVAC, which is not bad. If you get a $488 lead and you could sell them something for $7,000, it's pretty decent. But we said, well, why don't you give away a $7,000 unit and see if we can cut your cost per lead in half, which is exactly what we did. They got 30 replacement leads for $7,000 and they ended up selling 3 systems. So they ended up turning that from $7,000 on Google ads to $7,000 giveaway and cutting their cost per lead in half. And that's exactly this math that I'm trying to hit home here. All right. So selecting what to give away. And we actually put together this 24 they'd feel dumb not to enter giveaway ideas. Before I get into that, I want to share this and then we'll give you that giveaway, that handout. So according to a 2025 marketing statistics report, high value prizes directly correlate with higher engagement and can boost entries by 72%. Not rocket science. If you give someone a pen, are they going to be inclined to enter to give away? Probably not. If you give someone $5,000 worth of stuff, they're probably going to be wanting to enter in to win this $5,000 because it's going to save them a lot of money and they already want to do this anyways. So that's why the $2,000 to $10,000 for home service businesses in particular is a good number. What type of lead do you want? So this is the next part, is when you're trying to figure out what to give away, you need to figure out what's going to be best for your business model. Do you want replacement leads or repair leads? Do you want full home builds or do you just want bathroom remodels? And this is where you need to narrow in on the leads that you want to figure out the giveaway to give in order to get those types of leads coming into your business. Some people are like, I'll just take any lead and I'll upsell them from there, which is fine. You need to figure out what the giveaway is that's going to get you a bunch of different types of leads and then upsell from there. The last one, and this one is important, that home remodeling company that I mentioned before that did this giveaway, what they did was they could have given away a whole kitchen remodel or a whole home remodel, a whole addition, right? But they don't need to do that. They could test the lead out with a giveaway based off of the first step in the process. So if you have really big ticket things, and maybe it's the HVAC replacement, maybe you don't give away a full system, but you do the first step in the process, which is maybe you don't know, is your unit at full capacity? Do you have leaks in your system? And maybe doing like an audit or something for them that you would charge $1,000 or $2,000 for to start the process and then upsell from there. Basically, you're testing out the lead with the giveaway of a design. So you're starting the process. The sweet spot, $2,000 to $10,000, which I mentioned, and this is most important. You want to make the math work. If you're going to give away something for $10,000 and no one is going to enter to win and you're going to end up giving away $10,000 for nothing, well, then don't do that. You need to do something that's going to get you leads coming in the door that makes sense, that people are interested in doing, that you can also have a bunch of leads coming into your business. So you have to make sure that that all works out with whatever you're giving away. So with that, what do I give away? We put together free 24 they'd be dumb not to enter giveaway ideas for your business. And I'm going to highlight these real quick. I'm just going to also put these on the screen. I have a little tech thing, 24. Okay, here we go. 24 they'd feel dumb not to enter giveaway ideas. You can click on this and go to this, and we'll also put this in the chat, I believe. Let's just make sure that we have this in the chat. I'm going to pull it up and then I'll go to it and I'll break it down real quick. So let me get this link to the doc. Let me go over here. Okay, good. Yep, it's over there in the chat for you. All right, so I'm going to highlight a couple of these in green. So you should have the link to this, and let me make sure that this is over here. Okay, cool. Y'all got the link to that. Okay, so the 3 green ones that I highlighted is exactly what I would recommend doing. If you've never done a giveaway before, you should do these. So the first one is the oldest HVAC or any equipment contest. If you have equipment in your business, electrical, plumbing, hot water heaters, HVAC, obviously it all makes sense, generators, whatever equipment that you might have, do an oldest HVAC equipment contest and people enter to win. And you know that all those people need to replace their thing at a certain time. So that's a very simple one. The third one, the next one that I highlighted in green was dream space design experience. This is the exact example that I just gave with the remodeling company, which is the winner gets a full in-home design consultation with professional renderings, color palette, layouts, and a mood board plus $1,000 credit follow. Got that. The last one here that I highlight, which again, this is a very simple one, and you probably see this in your area, which is roof for veterans. Someone's giving away a roof for veterans, but you can give away anything for any specific person. So imagine it could be something for teachers in a back to school season. It could be something that's a giveaway for military. It could be a giveaway for first responders. Something for someone is a very simple giveaway. And the cool thing about this one is that people can then think about, oh, who should I nominate for this? Or who should I share this with so that they could win this thing? These are the top 3. There's obviously 24 ideas in here. I try to create different ones based off of different industries that we serve. That way you can get an idea of things that you can do for your business. All right. So we've gone through the math behind it. We've also figured out, okay, well, what could we give away? So now let's actually go through the 21-step giveaway playbook. And I broke this out into 3 parts: before the giveaway, during the giveaway, and after the giveaway. Because each section here has a very crucial part. And to be honest, the after giveaway is where all the money's made. The before and during is just setting it up so that way after you make the money. So before you do the giveaway, you need to figure out what is my goal, what is my entry goal. So I want to get 100 leads. And then what's my budget? I want to spend $5,000 to get 100 leads. Okay. Then you want to pick away a giveaway item or package that makes sense for that. So I know if I give away this thing for $5,000, people would be interested in that, and I'm going to get this many entries, hopefully. But you start with the bones. Then you want to set the dates for your giveaway. What I found is that usually 7 days to 14 days is a good amount of time. When it goes for 30 days, it kind of just like, okay, we get the point. You're doing a giveaway. We've already entered or we haven't entered. 7 to 14 days is a good amount of time to do a giveaway. You want to set clear entry guidelines. This is very important. What I would hesitate to do is just put a form up there with you, enter your name, your email, and your phone number, and just leave it at that. Ideally, you want to have a couple guidelines in there. So if you're giving away a new system of replacement, then ask them like, how old is your system? What type of system do you have? What type of home do you have? Is it a single family home? What's your square footage? That way you can at least get a little understanding of this person. And you're giving away $7,000. So they should give you information in order to enter to win. Fifth thing, very, very important, we're going to talk about this, is establish a second place offer. This is the secret sauce, and we're going to talk about this more in the future, but you want to establish a second place offer, and I have another handout that's going to help with this. Next, you want to build a landing page and a funnel. Basically, you want a page where people can go and enter to win your contest. And then a funnel basically means having some type of a follow-up with them. They fill out a form, they get notified of what's going on inside of the process. Next, you want to create social content to share 2 to 3 per day. So videos, written content. You can do all this before the process. So record a couple videos, talk through like, hey, we're doing this giveaway. Maybe talk about who the ideal person is for. Give some examples of things that you've done. Have this stuff ready to go. Take that same content and you can run it on ads as well. Secret sauce moment here. Reach out to local news stations to promo. Okay, if you're doing a giveaway, like we're giving a new roof to veterans, well, go to your local news stations, radio outlets, and tell them we're doing a giveaway for veterans. They're going to give you free publicity. They're going to highlight you on their platform and get the word out there that you're doing this big giveaway. It's free publicity and it crushes. It gets you links back to your website from local people, but it also gets your word out there without spending money on ads. It works great. Do this for more exposure. Do this. Even if you don't do anything else with the giveaway and you come up with a giveaway and you do this, you're going to get exposure for your business. And it's going to be cheaper than running ads. Next, you want to create an email sequence for non-entries. So all of the people, your prospects and customers sitting in your database, you want an email to go to them that says, hey, we have a giveaway going on. Enter to win here. And the last one is you need to create an email and text sequence for people that do enter. So when they do enter, you need to have a nurture sequence, which is basically like a funnel. They enter to win, then they get notified that they're entered to win. So that way they're staying top of mind. And then when you release the winner, you have a cadence or a sequence to follow up with them. All right, so that's before. There's a lot of legwork that goes into getting this stuff set up. I would probably say maybe give yourself at least a month or 2 in order to get this set up. That way you feel confident going into your giveaway that you have it all set up and it's all working. Next is during. So ideally you want to do a launch event, something where people come out to your location for like a barbecue or some type of an event where it's a big kickoff where people get excited, where they can come and enter to win. Some type of a launch event, and even if it's not a formal launch event at your location, do something that gets people excited for the giveaway that you're doing. Be sure to post in your stories about giveaway. So you can have pre-recorded social media content, but you want to make sure that you have inside of your stories or other people sharing your stuff to create buzz around your business. That's like, hey, we're out here, we're doing this giveaway, da da da. Make sure that you're doing a personalized thing, that it's not just some manufactured, structured, already scheduled thing. You want to make it real. Pattern interrupts with days left content. Very important here. If you're doing like a 7 or 14 day giveaway, you want to have a pattern interrupt because you're going to be in the pattern of, hey, we're doing a giveaway, we're giving this thing away. You want to have a pattern interrupt, which means, hey, we only have 7 days left. Hey, we only have 3 days left. Hey, today's the final day. Pattern interrupts, breaks people's concentration, says, by the way, this is going away, so you need to make sure you enter if you want to enter. Now, I'm going to talk about this more later on, but share top referrals, leaderboard stats, and data. So basically, you can have a place where if someone refers you, then they can be shown and see how many referrals that they have. And I'm going to talk about this literally next, so I'm not going to get too much into that. Then you want to push the team for goal entries. If you set a goal of getting 200 entries, you need to push your team to get a certain amount of entries going, because you might launch your giveaway and it's not as fast as what you want. So you need to figure it out in the middle. Like, how can we get more entries? Do we need to call our past prospects and customers and tell them about this thing that we're doing? Whatever it is, you need to be pushing the team for goal entries during this giveaway. And last, this is where the money's made, okay? This is where everyone misses the mark. They do a giveaway, they get the buzz, they have it, they execute for the most part, they get entries that come in, but they don't do these steps correct. Okay, first, reveal the winner strategically. What does that mean? You want to do one email, call, and text to everyone that announces who the winner is, because you need to have a second place offer in place where you are offering a second place prize. Okay, very, very important here. If you give away a new HVAC system, you need to have a second place prize that's other people can win, a second place offer that people can take advantage of. You don't want them just to be like, oh man, I didn't win. Oh well, maybe next time. No, you need to have something that you offer them as well. So that way they can win something else as well. They're already in the mindset that they might win something, so give them something to win. And I'm going to give you what these second place offers are. I'm actually going to give you the 14 home service business offers, so that way you can give them a second place offer. Next, you want to give time deadline to take advantage of offer. Okay, so obviously you reveal the winner and then you give a second place offer to everyone else. You need to have a time deadline on this. You do not want this just lingering. You want to give them like 5 days where it's like, this is the offer that you have that's going to be something that's valuable to you that you can take advantage of. Do not let it linger, because you've already been doing a giveaway for 7 to 14 days. Now it's like, we need to make this make sense and get the ball rolling on this stuff. Next, you need to segment entries into different downsell offers. Okay, let's say that someone is a current customer, someone is a prospect, someone is doesn't live in the type of home that you service, someone is not a good quality fit for your business. Well, you can segment out the entries into different offers and different buckets. This is what I'm talking about when you think about giveaways. A lot of times people just stop. What I'm talking about is turning these into leads and opportunities for your business and putting them into the right bucket and offering them the right stuff. The last one is review your system and numbers for the next one. You always got to go back and look, okay, did this work? What didn't work? And we use this framework. We say, what worked? What's broken, what's missing, and what's confusing. Those 4 things. Anytime you audit anything that you do, those are the 4 things that you should look at, and it's going to help everyone bring to the table things that you need to work on. Let me just say this one more time. This is where the money is made. These steps right here is where the money is made, and if you don't do these steps, then it's not going to be successful. So you got to make sure you have this. All right, so we documented this in the 21-part giveaway launch checklist, and we're going to drop that over here for you as well. Let me get my text pulled up. 21. Okay, so you should have that right there. All right, so this is a checklist that will go through exactly what I just told you, where you can literally just check this off. As you go through, did we do this? Did we not do this? Did we do this? Did we not do this? By the way, for anything, if you click file, you can make a copy, and that will allow you to save this stuff. But basically, this allows you to go through when you're pre-giveaway, giveaway live, post-giveaway, and it's going to give you these check boxes as you go through this as well. So this is going to be very helpful if you want to launch a giveaway to know exactly what to do and go through this process. All right. And we should have that in the chat. Let's just make sure. Okay, cool. We got that in the chat for you guys. All right. Next up, we got double your leads hack. Okay, this one is very, very important. This one, I can't say that I came up with this one. This is actually from Alex Hormozy. And this one for me was a game changer because what happens is people don't want to share giveaways because it's less chances for them to win. If you're giving away an HVAC system and someone enters to win, they want to keep it a secret. This is a problem because you want more people to know about it, and then the people that are entering don't want anyone else to find out about it, so they're trying to hide it, okay? So you need to fix this. And the way that you do this is that you say, if you refer someone and they win, then you both win. So in fact, you actually give away two things. This allows you to give away two things, but also double the number of leads that you got. And it creates this virality where people that enter to win want to double their chances by then referring other people to win as well. So how can you do this? You add who referred you to your form. So when someone fills out a form to enter, you say referred by. If they put your name, then you have another chance of winning as well. And the last thing I'll say about this is that, again, this is an Alex Hormozy thing, but the top referrer can also win something. So there's a lot of winning going on. The top referrer can win something too. And why not have that built into your process? If you want to do this referral process, the top referrer should be incentivized because they're going to be referring you a bunch of stuff and you want them to win something too. So a really nice way to tie it all together and double your leads. The biggest thing I'll say about this is that if you refer someone and if they win, then you have the opportunity to both of y'all win. And it's a great thing because people are going to be excited to share the giveaway. After you enter to win, now you have a referral sequence run. So when you enter to win, you need to have that funnel that automatically follows up with these people and nurtures them. So what you want to do is you want to say, hey, by the way, if you refer someone to win and they put your name down here or they click your link, then you double your chances of winning. So now you're creating another loop of getting the word out there about your giveaway. Really, really good opportunity for a lot of people that unfortunately people miss this when they think about giveaways. All right, now here's the secret sauce after everyone enters. The secret sauce is this. One email and text about the winner. Do not send one email off to different things. Like one email, subject line, the winner is, and then you want to say, the winner is this person, and you won our second place prize, or you won our other prize that we have, which is, and then you go into your second place offer. Everyone who enters gets something, because if you are giving a giveaway, people already are in the mindset that they want to win something, so give them something to win. This is the offer side of things, and you got to make it make sense for your business and also make sense for them to want to win this. And put a time qualifier on all offers to be redeemed. This goes back to the stages that I mentioned before, but this is the secret sauce, is that everyone's a winner. You might be first place winner, you might be second place winner, and the second place prize can be different things based off of what the information that they gave you. If they said that they are in this type of a home or they have this type of thing, then you give them a certain offer that makes sense for them. And this is the whole part of taking leads and then nurturing them and then giving them an offer that makes sense for their business. All right, Phil. Well, what do I actually tell them? Okay, we're going to talk about that next. Is what are these offers? What do you say to people that you get them excited? And I'm going to give you 14 offers that you should be doing. But here's an example. Let's say that oldest HVAC unit. So the first person wins a whole new HVAC unit. But then the second place prizes could be a free annual membership with discount on repairs and services. So, hey, we're not going to replace your unit, but I'm sure it's probably going to break down because it's old. So we're going to give you a free annual membership for the next year where we're going to come out and do a fall tune-up, a spring tune-up. Basically, you know it's going to break down. So why not give them a free annual membership so that when it breaks down, they choose you? Then it might be, and you might also say, well, we'll also give you $1,000 credit towards a new unit. So you didn't win a full-on new unit, but we'll also give you $1,000 credit towards a new unit. And maybe you want more repair leads. So you might, and maybe someone's like, let's say that you did this giveaway and someone says that their unit is only 5 years old. Well, you probably don't need a new unit replaced. So I'm going to give you $500 credit in repairs because if your thing's messed up, maybe you want that. So these are the second place offers, downsells that you can offer people based off of the information that they give you. Everyone who enters gets something. Put a time qualifier, 5 to 7 days is good. Do not let it go past this because you're giving away a bunch of stuff from your business. And if people want to work with you, they're going to work with you. If they don't want to work with you, they're not going to work with you. So you want to make it easy for them to work with you by giving them something, but you don't want it to linger because it's like, hey, are we going to do this or not, basically? All right, so structuring your offer to non-winners. What should I offer? 14 offers, and there's 4 different ones. Again, this is another playbook from Alex Hormozy, which is attraction offer, upsell offer, downsell offer, continuity offer, and I've broken them down for home service businesses. I'm going to go through them in 1 second. Here's how you should think about this. If it's a brand new customer to you, they've never come through your database, you need to send them an attraction offer. If they're a current client of yours, you need to give them an upsell offer. If it's someone that provided information that is maybe not be a viable customer, you need to give them a downsell offer. And if you have people that you want to turn into something that's reoccurring, you need to give them a continuity offer. So turn one time into ongoing. Maybe they did one time thing for you and you want them to turn into an ongoing client. All right, let's share this giveaway. Should be very helpful. 14 offers every home service business needs. And we'll put that in the chat as well. I'm going to pull this up. All right. So the attraction offers, we already did a giveaway. So we attracted them into a giveaway. But let's talk about a decoy offer here. A decoy offer is a free leak detection with inspection. So basically, we'll come out and do a free leak detection and we'll inspect your stuff for free. Let's say you're giving away a new hot water heater. Works perfectly. So that's a decoy offer. A lot of times home services already do decoy offers. They do free inspections or free quotes, on-site assessments, that kind of stuff. This one though works really good. Buy X, get Y free. If you're going to give away a new HVAC unit, well, maybe you didn't win the whole new HVAC unit, but if you buy this, then you get this thing free. If you buy a new unit, then you'll get a new humidifier, for example. You buy gutter guards, you get one free cleaning. So that's a nice downsell. The other one is pay less now, pay more later. So, hey, it's going to be $7,000 for a new HVAC unit, but if you were to buy it now, then we're going to give you $6,000. If you pay now, then you get it for $6,000. The one that I really like about this is lawn care. A lot of times lawn care it bills monthly. So what if you, instead of doing it monthly, you just gave them an incentive to pay in January, shoulder season. That way you get a bunch of cash coming into your business in January, and then you don't have to try to budget out every single month. You get all this money coming in January, February to get you through shoulder season. Upsell offers, very simple. Like, hey, it was an HVAC unit. Maybe you need a UV light and surge protector for protection. This one is for your existing customers. If you have an existing customers, then you give them some type of an upsell offer on top of whatever they're currently doing. Downsell offers, same thing. Instead of getting this, then you probably need this. So get your free first mow, and then it's going to be $150 a month ongoing versus $120 if you signed it up front. And then the last one is continuity offer. So the one that I really like about this is this wave. No, not that one. It is wave fees. So basically what this is you're taking your fee and you're waiving it if they sign up for a longer term thing. So for example, hey, we usually charge X, but if you commit to this, then you get this. And that's a really nice way to get people to buy into a continuity while also giving them some of incentive. It's a win-win on both sides. And it's a nice way to get customers coming in when they're already inclined to buy something. All right, cool. So that's how you would structure your second place offer to winners based off of where they're at. So my recommendation to you would be when after your giveaway, go through and segment out your database of all the entries and put them into different buckets. That way you can send them different offers. It works great. And we just gave you that 14 free offers. All right. So we're going to talk about the best time to deploy the giveaway and then the shoulder season giveaway that guarantees 20% growth. So the best time to deploy a giveaway is shoulder season. Why? Because I mentioned it at the top. There's no demand. When there's no demand, that means that you can't just run ads and get people coming into your business. People are not interested. They're not searching for a product or service in shoulder season, which is literally why it's shoulder season. So if you give away something and you create demand for your business, you're going to create leads coming into your business and offers. That's the whole premise around giveaways in shoulder season. The other times that you would use these is at a home show. If you're going to home shows and you're just giving out pens and other silly things, you need to do a giveaway because people are already there in the buying mode and you need to give them something to enter to win. The way you do this, you create a little document with a QR code. They scan the QR code and then they go to your landing page for the giveaway. They fill out the stuff and then they go into the same loop that they would before. The other two is closing out a season. So let's say like right now we're in November, you're closing out your fall tune-ups and you have a last minute winter prep giveaway, which is like, hey, if you haven't done this service, then you should be doing this service. So closing out the season and then same thing with season kickoff. And I would only recommend doing this if you need to catch up. Catch up means like we ran through spring and now we're into fall and we're behind our goal. So we need to do some type of a big spring promo or a big fall promo or a big summer promo or something to get the ball rolling back on track. And we need to do a big giveaway to get a bunch of leads coming in the door and giveaways. So that's how you would time the giveaway. Now, what better way to do a giveaway for my business than on a giveaway call like this? So I'm actually doing a giveaway for my business. And I believe every single one of you got an email about this, but we are giving away a 6-month partnership of Flash Consulting, which is $30,000, where we're partnering with people for free from January until June. So we're giving them all of our team, like everything that we would normally do, all of our playbooks, automations, consulting, reporting, everything, visibility, conversions, retargeting, all that stuff for free. It's not like a free trial. It's literally giving it to them for free. This is for existing customers. It's for prospective customers, and we're giving it away. So I'm actually going to put this link over here. And I mean, everyone on this call, like, go enter for this giveaway, because we're literally going to be deploying giveaways for people for free in shoulder season and doing everything else for them. So it's a really great opportunity for us to be able to help you grow your business. And it's a great way for us to generate opportunities for our business as well. It's a win-win for everyone. The other cool thing about this is that usually in shoulder season, January, February, March, you're kind of building to spring. And that's exactly why I'm doing this right now, because I want to help someone in shoulder season set up 2026 to be their best year yet. And I know that if they enter to win and they start working with us today, then we're going to be able to onboard them in December and January and then have it ready to roll. So that's how I'm thinking about this for helping people. So go enter to win, 6 months of Flash Consulting. And another cool thing, I didn't even mention this. You can see this whole playbook running. So you can see the text that you get afterwards, the emails, all the stuff running during the playbook. And if you don't follow us on social media, you can see all the content and everything that we're posting. And then afterwards, we're literally taking that playbook and deploying it as well.